In today's session, we are going to learn something cool about plotting drawing. For instance, a circle or any kind of shape that you like. This is what Python can also do nicely. So the goal is to make Python draw a simple colored circle, for instance. So the key idea is can draw you got that it can draw shapes using extra tools basically that remember we talked a little bit about it like library. So what is happening is because Python has got is a programming language, but people are writing different types of they call it library. You can think of like a function adding to the key or underlying Python functionalities, and then you can actually go and pick them and use them. And the cool thing about Python is they are pretty much really simple. They are free. Most of them are free. You can find quite a lot of things free. For instance, let's just try to learn about matplot library to draw a circle. Mat comes from math, right? I think they were first started in MATLAB, and then they sort of there was a group or person like tried to do it in Python. Anyway, so there's a history like that behind it. Anyway, so we have MATLAB Python library. Don't worry about the detail of it for graphics. And then we want to have a circle, you know, and draw a circle. It can draw many other things, and then GCA gets the drawing area so that if you want to make changes to it, say you want to change the axis, you want to change the other features of your graph, you can change it this way. GCA using GCA let's say method or functionality. So how it works? We create a figure, say your canvas, all right, and then make a circle in it. And for if you want to make anything, you just have to position it first, right? And then the size of it. Let's say the circle has got radius, and where it is, if in 2D, if you look at it, it has X and Y position, right? You give them, and then that's basically it. And then add this to the canvas and then show it. So this is the way that you can think about it, how visualize it, how you would do it, even if you draw it on a paper, right? You just think about your canvas, your paper, and then you make it a circle and you decide where you position it and how big it could be, right? And then you add it there, and that's so clear. So the kind of prompts that you're going to use is we want Python to, or a Gemini or ChatGPT, write a Python code, draw one circle, because we're using Google Colab. So it's good to say that using matplot. You don't necessarily need to say that. If you say just drawing one circle, it will use one of the libraries that it likes, or it would just basically pick one. Then make it blue, smaller, or move it to the bottom of the right, or however you want to change it, right? So after we learn this, you'll see that you can change many of these features like color, size, and position, and so on. Let's just, as we always, quickly try to do it together. So recently, I've seen that Gemini or Google Colab has changed this idea that if you say generate, it used to bring it up here, but now it brings it here. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I said, write the Python code, draw one circle, and actually create it. And notice that it brings you these type of options like accept and run all the way, or accept it, step by step and things like that. So play around with that. That's totally fine. You can see this is the first one that he created. I run it and just we go through it slightly. I created a graph, right? Nice one. And then you can see you can change it. Yeah, the color, for instance, and white, because it's white, it actually doesn't show up, right? Say like make it black, and then make this one, say, the radius you can change, right? You can change a lot of the things. Let's say you can change the position of it, right? And it's quite simple to understand. These two are bringing the library, yes, like plots, matplots, and then PLT is just standing for basically importing the needed functionalities. And here is the patches, how you use it. For instance, here the patches has got these functionalities, the radius, the coloring, and the positioning, and so on. Okay, if you go on top of that, you can see just hold on. Here you can see for this, okay, for some reason it doesn't show up, but if you really want to learn how a function works and it doesn't show up, you can actually copy it. This is the way sometimes I do. Sometimes it actually brings it. You can see what I did, so you can actually put kind of what you call it, question mark, and then Control Shift Enter, and then just brings the help option for it. Okay, usually it should bring it. For some reason it doesn't at the moment. If you just stay on top and hover it, it should show you, but for some reason it doesn't this time. Anyway, so that's cool. But the thing is, this is a kind of a static version, right? So you just do it and just manually go and change it. What if we want to do it not manually, in a dynamic way? You can see it like online or any kind of projects. You can change the location of that circle or your shape, and you can change the size, for instance, at least these two features, right? It's a little bit more advanced or maybe intermediate one. If you, this is maybe for you to try the Gemini, see if you can do it. Just note that there for Google Colab we need some sort of other types of libraries because it's kind of Java based, so you need something called widget, And so I tried to do it. So this is the actual code. I just leave it to you guys to go. It's like for your next session, try to replicate that. All right, how I did it. So we used the same thing, matplot, and then use IPython widgets so that we can have these sliders you can see here. This is quite simple one. Update the circle each time, and this is the interactive part of it. Interactive to each for X, Y, and R. It gets the slider, and you can change it. So you can see what's happening. X, I can make changes here, change it. Y, we can change it up and down, and radius is radius. Isn't it cool, right? So enjoy learning and try to work. And if you can find other libraries, there are quite many libraries for plotting different things or drawing in Python. So try them, and especially for Colab, Google Colab, it would be a little bit tricky because you cannot. There's not easily like you can pop up something that you can do it on your local machine. So this type of things is a bit challenging. I understand, but try to see if you can replicate what I did here. See you in next session.